The D-pad contains crude language, cringe humor, and suggestive themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
We're gonna have a TV party tonight. Alright! We're gonna have a TV party, alright!
How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
That's good.
I am doing great.
That's
Okay,
wonderful.
Stuart.
Did you see Aku's current voice actor's
Yes.
message to the fan base?
Yes, he showed me
what
on
was
his
the message?
frickin' Twitter, man.
Oh god.
Nice guy, though.
Really are you guys in the middle of a stream right now?
Yeah, you can join if you want, though.
Well, I unfortunately, as much as I would really love to, I appreciate the invite, but I have to work in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Sadly.
Cool.
That's,
That's no
I
problem.
I wasn't sure if you guys were calling me or you called me by mistake.
Oh, it was an accident, but you know. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you
Alright.
later.
I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Kitty.
Yeah, that was Kitty Sapphire. Pretty cool.
Okay.
All right, well, guess I'll start. Welcome to the D-pad. I'm your host, Easy Dog. We're here with Austin Trench, Dragonking Mark, and our newest guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, me? I'm the
Yep.
guest? Okay, I just got here. I'm MegaDriveSonic. That's what people call me.
Yeah, actually, I've been
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
pretty much it.
accidentally linking your YouTube account in our descriptions for the previous podcast. I just realized that. Oh my god. Well, if you get any,
For the advertising.
yeah, exactly. Get new subscribers. You know where you got them.
Okay, Sue.
Make a new video, like, really badly.
Okay, so you guys ready to start?
Yeah.
This is a CBS News special report.
Oh, new Samurai Jack, final episode. Start with that.
It's finally over after
And it
God knows
fucking
how long.
sucked.
Oh,
More missed opportunities, if you ask me, but
No, it was
Yeah.
it sucked because Gendy's like, there, I made your finale. Now leave me alone.
no, I go for more like this. There, I showed the ending. Happy now?
He's like, I'm finally free. And then he just runs around naked.
I'm free,
Like, what the
Some executive from Sony. You gotta work on Hotel Transylvania 3. Oh no!
Like, kill me! Kill me!
Honestly, though, I mean, like, I'm glad it's over because we finally got, I guess, a ending to the series.
Yeah.
Granted, it wasn't as good as people, wanted it to be, but to me at least, it was emotionally good. It was like emotionally satisfying, and I'm just glad that it was. I'm glad it was finally finished.
I
'Cause,
think one thing that it would have benefited from if it was like 40 minutes long instead of 20.
Honestly, before I came here, before I was like waiting for it, I was like, is this gonna be a 50 or an hour? Because if it's an hour, then I'm just gonna be like, I'm good. I'm good. That'll be good. It's sad it was not.
yeah.
No, it was shit. This whole season felt a little rushed. It felt like it just wanted to get done so the nerds would shut up, which they will slowly. But just kidding, it's just getting worse because of the ending. To quote Whitest Kid You Know, now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up.
Yeah. It was like MegaDriveSonic said, it was really a missed opportunity. They just had Jack's friends come in and save the day. Oh, there we go.
They're like, wait, we're gonna be wiped out of existence.
Exactly.
Like, yup, sorry, bitch.
Actually, would they be wiped out of existence, or would they exist in like
Yeah.
another form?
Yeah,
Dude,
it was
Time travel.
Yeah, time
There's
travel.
probably
Okay,
just
yeah,
a
that
different
time
version
stream.
of them.
Yeah, that time stream will be
To
destroyed,
quote the
but
Dean, time travel is hard to write about.
yeah, I don't
But
know, man.
I guess since Aku's dead in the past, that means he's not coming. He's not in the future anymore. That means everything that was happened is been undone.
Yeah.
So how do you guys think it should have ended? Just your opinions. Oh, and of course
Should've
spoilers.
just
Even though
Jack
they
gone back.
what?
It really just Ashi should have just sacrificed herself.
Oh.
I thought that was going to happen.
Because the wedding thing felt like, oh, come on, for a stupid Gurren Lagann joke. And for all you anime weebs out there, Gurren Lagann sucked, and you know it.
Oh, dude, you literally just
Oh man.
you just woke up the
Bring it.
beast.
Disclaimer:
I'm scared, you weebs, you.
the views expressed by the guests on the show do not, in any
Austin
way.
Church does not represent the opinions of all of us.
Exactly.
Yes, I do. I'm actually a creation of all their personalities. This is how they feel.
You're my persona.
Watch, I'm gonna make him angry just by saying 3 words right now. My Hero Academy.
That show is dumb, and it's because it's dumb.
Because you never watched it.
I've watched. It's
dumb.
not too bad actually. I mean, it's not great. It's not One Punch Man, but I enjoy it. It's its own entity.
Personally, with my opinion, is like I'm glad it was over because this was a show I grew up with. We all watched Jack, and then when the final episode aired, we were all just wondering, is that it? So we waited, and then the new season came out, and I loved it. It was an emotional roller coaster. We got to see Jack go through trials and tribulations. We see him go from this, I guess, broken man to finally becoming accepting what he had to do and what he's done, and well, at the end, it finally all came together. Yes, some people think that Ashi was just a plot device. Yes, it was.
She was.
Can I keep going?
Yeah.
Yes, all that happened. Yes, all the things that Jack had done done in the future were undone by going into the past. But hey, he can at least now he's finally free. And I'm guessing maybe going forward into the past made him ageless, I'm guessing going back probably could have reversed it. I don't know. Maybe.
He's probably just gonna age normally.
Probably. But to me, I mean, just that final scene with just Jack and the Ladybug and then him just overlooking that field in the valley, I'm just like, yeah, that was worth it in the end, just to see Jack is finally free. And the series, though it may be gone, compared to other Cartoon Network series that didn't get an ending, I'm just at least glad that Jack at least got something of an ending.
Right. Usually for a lot of shows, there's not a lot of closure.
Yeah, not a lot of closure. I mean, look at freaking Young Justice.
Oh.
I kind of feel like a lot of people just felt like we should have got better because a lot of people don't want to remember the show. They kind of want it to end so they can move on.
Mm-hmm.
And there is an alternate ending storyboard online. It was fan made, and it's actually a lot better than how the episode ended. I'm possibly going to send a link to it down below later, but
I think I've seen it. I have actually seen it, and it may be a little corny to some people, but I thought it would have been a better ending than what we got.
That way, people would have been getting off their couch, going, "Well, time to go outside," and just launching themselves out the window.
Yeah, it's just like.
As they land.
No, I think my favorite fan-made ending was it's a joke one, but it's a good one. You showed me this, Austin.
Yes.
Rick Sanchez shows up to apologize for taking their time slot. They don't know what he's talking about.
He's like, "Oh yeah, you lack self-awareness, huh?" You get it, like he says, his Summer and Morty have been whining about the episode, so he went back get that Ashi from another dimension, just brought it back to that one, and it's like, see you later. He gives him some condoms.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Poor Morty.
It's like,
Any of you
that
guys
would've
know about the newest Nintendo crossover?
Yeah, with the rabbits.
Ugh.
I heard so much about it, and I think my friends just like literally like, what the fuck?
The best thing to come out of it is the Yoshi with the bazooka.
Yeah, I don't know. What that's
That is
gonna be
very
like.
meme worthy.
Yeah, it just seems like one big meme. Really.
It really does. I don't think it's going to be a good game, but at least we got that art of Yoshi with the bazooka.
That will forever be there. That will just forever be there now.
Yeah. Oh boy. Speaking of Nintendo, let's see, what other games do they have? They had
Man.
what was? I know they have Mario Odyssey. They got Mario 8. Mario Kart 8. Sorry. I don't know. I'm still not really sold on the Switch. Like, I'm still gonna wait it out a bit more. Because for now, it just seems like they have just Breath of the Wild, ARMS, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that's about it. It's not really. I don't know. It doesn't seem that much of a winner. I mean, it seems better than the Xbox One, but. Yeah. Guys, comment?
Really? I gotta say, it's like interesting. I mean, like, I know for a fact that the internet pretty much exploded with the reveal of the new characters for ARMS.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
Arms looks fine.
Yeah, I think the problem though is like, how are they gonna handle like multiplayer? I guess with the online. Because I heard there was like some issues with the online for Bomberman. Like it was hard to like find like matches and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll be able to work everything out and it won't be so buggy and messed up. Nintendo's. I'm not used to having the. This was dead air.
I'm trying to like think like I mean like I know the designs of like the Twin Tail. I think I know the designs of Twin Tail pretty much broke the internet from what the Quarter guy mentioned in his recent video about Nintendo and stuff.
What's her design or what's her name?
Twin Tail, I think her name is. I forgot her name. I think that might be it though. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, let's get a look at this.
But
oh.
Yeah.
God dang it, internet. Yeah, but ARMS, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like One Piece. Uh-oh, anime reference.
Oh boy.
The fate of the universe lies on your shoulders. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button. Because that will set off the bomb immediately, and we'll all be dead. Now, repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone. Try again.
I am Groot.
Mm-hmm.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
No! Showtime, a-holes!
Alright, well, any movies you guys seen?
The most recent movie I've seen was Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but that's about it.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if anything else is coming out right now.
Yeah, I saw that like a couple of days ago. Pretty good.
I heard it was good. I want to see it though.
Oh, yeah. It's good. I kind of don't really want to talk about it too much due to spoilers, but
Yeah.
you know, I'll just put like a little, spoiler warning. So yeah, it's basically just Star-Lord kind of connecting with his father, and finding out he has all these weird powers. Because in the first movie he grabbed the Infinity Stone to survive, so that was kind of that was teasing for something more, of course. And it was a good movie. I think the humor was a lot better in this one. I don't know, it's just my opinion. Like, they kind of didn't know what they were... like, they were just feeling out what they were trying to do with the first one. Like, because the movie itself was just this weird premise. Like, the original comics, I don't think I've even read the original Guardians of the Galaxy. But I remember hearing that they
I
were
only
like,
saw
pretty surreal. And, like, off the wall and crazy. So I guess, they...
Back, bitches.
Hey, what's up? We're dying out here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have much to say. I kind of just got brought into a podcast without even knowing it was a podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Trench didn't tell you? Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez. Now I feel like an asshole. Alright, we were talking about Guardians
I
of the
think Trench
Galaxy.
may have mentioned it, but I don't know. I didn't expect it to happen today.
Oh.
Said what happened today.
Okay.
I didn't know we were having a podcast today either. I just felt like I just added you into the group.
Oh, you didn't? Huh, okay, well, fine, whatever. We were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and...
Guardians of the Galaxy was really good. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot. It's actually, I consider it to be better than the first movie. It had more depth
Mm-hmm.
for characters, and I really liked the ending. I felt like it was very well done, very emotional. I'm not going to spoil it. It's just like, wow, it really had a lot to say about life and who you know in life as your parent.
Yep, perfect movie for Father's Day.
Awkward.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was the fact, okay, there is a scene, people, where they do this thing now with Marvel, if they want to do this to make someone look younger, where they did this with Michael Douglas and Ant-Man, that the CG made it look so realistic, you thought that just was young Michael Douglas. But in Guardians, it felt like obvious CG on Snake Plissken's face that made me go, oh, Snake! Right in the theater. I'm a big Escape from a New York fan, so...
I've actually never seen that movie. Is it worth checking out?
Then burn in hell.
I've seen a bit of Ant-Man.
Or...
Well, I was more so talking about Escape from New York, but...
Yeah.
I think I've seen
Oh, yeah,
that
Escape
one.
from New York, Escape from LA. They're both the same movie since, John Carpenter didn't really want to do a sequel.
I just know that's where Solid Snake came from. All I know about the movie.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen Escape from New York. It's pretty good. So, anything else about Guardians of the Galaxy?
I think I saw the first one. I just kind of like saw the first one. I thought it was good.
There was a knockoff of Escape from New York. I just remember Brad Jones mentioning it during one of his reviews. It's called like 2019 After the Fall of New York.
Oh my god.
And that's the poster. I don't know if like the ape monster is even in it.
I liked Escape from New York because it really had a parody of authority in society, because John Carpenter is really against authority, where Snake represents what he kind of wants, just to be left alone, and no one will leave Snake alone because, like, you're ex-special forces. It's that classic B-movie 80s thing where it's like, you're special forces and you're a wanted criminal. If you want to undo your deeds, you gotta go into New York and save the president. which is obviously, if you watch this in Suicide Squad back to back, you can see, oh, so that's where they got that idea.
Only in Suicide Squad, they're the ones who caused the trouble in the first place by bringing Enchantress.
Yeah, and Snake just had a bad bank job. He just fucked up during a heist. That's what caught him, so whatever. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Guardians of the Galaxy, pretty good.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I don't know what other movies are coming out right now, honestly.
They got Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I don't really want to talk about DC after what's happened recently.
Yeah.
What happened recently?
Alright, I'll tell anyway. Sad news is that a couple months back, which was kept private until recently, Zack Snyder's daughter, Autumn, sadly took her own life.
Oh.
It truly hurt the director enough so he's dropped out of Justice League and Joss Whedon is now going to do it. And he's been under attack by the trolls by saying, they say stuff like good riddance and he can't even direct his family right.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's
wow, this is some Ralph the Movie Maker shit. Yeah, I don't like him. He's too mean for me.
Yeah, he's all right. I think he just tries too hard to be like, oh, I'm so cynical.
Funny. The reason why I like him,
I just kind of hope he gets his ass kicked one day. I just want to see
He
how he looks actually beaten up. He's like, oh.
He has a punchable face, I'll admit.
He does, and I more like a biteable. Like something.
IAG, on the other hand, I could hang out with him.
Who? Oh, IAG. He's okay. He's harmless. He's like, oh, that's cute. You had an insult. No. He's like, be afraid of me. No. I love YMS though. He could call me a bazillion names, and I'd still love him.
Do you think
he
going
doesn't have to say it? He just says, hey, you're a bazillion names. Senpai noticed me.
Here, have a box of puppies.
Box of puppies, and turns out they're not really puppies. They're angry hyenas.
Dogs.
Dogs.
I have two dogs. One generally likes to bite my fingers. And he's usually the loud one.
They're just dogs. That's what they do.
Wait, are they the loud one or are they the
They're
loud
both small.
house?
They're like tiny little dogs. They're not Chihuahuas, but like one's a Maltese, one's a Yorkie Poodle.
Oh, did anyone see Alien Covenant?
I have not.
But I have heard it's amazing.
It is pretty good. It's a lot better than Prometheus. It's just getting rid of all the philosophical shit, where it talks about some philosophical things, but it stays to one thing. It talks about creation. Don't worry, it's not a big, oh god, creationist. It's like, no, it talks about wanting to be a creator.
All I know is that the android goes to a planet and destroys the supposed engineer's home planet.
Supposedly, but David, he does gather a god complex, and I think it's one of the most interesting parts of the movie. Fassbender, he plays two versions of the android, one being Walter, the other one being David. And they have amazing back and forth between each other to the point where they have such good lighting where you can hardly tell it's an actor in a split screen.
Interesting.
You make it think, like, does he have a twin brother?
I will say, I don't like the way the xenomorphs look.
Those aren't the xenomorphs, those are the neomorphs and protomorphs.
Okay.
Get it right! They have an apomorph, they have a mantis morph.
Whatever happened to the Deacons? That thing at the end of
there was a comic that said that the Deacons started to ingest the black goo that was on the Prometheus and became a massive tumor on the planet due to it's gonna be it was interesting. And there's a theory where if you want to hear the spoiler, just say show me the spoiler. If not, I will not say it.
spoiler alert ahead. Skip to 27 minutes.
Show me the spoiler. Show me the spoiler.
Okay, the Shaw character is dead.
Oh, man.
She died. It's unbeknownst to what happened to her. Some people speculate David killed her and experimented on her. But when we see her, her body is mutated and her stomach is cut open. And it doesn't look like a normal stomach. It looks like something huge was growing in there. And so people are theorizing is that David harvested her reproductive eggs since she was affected by the black goo. And if you see the earlier promo video of the Prometheus, you can see Shaw kind of looking pretty sick and her hair getting longer and stuff. And she just doesn't look like she's eating or sleeping well until Dave just puts her in a pod where the engineers sleep. And when he gets to the planet, he's crying as he looks down below. And you can tell, and David says, like, yeah, I fell in love with her, which is something against my programming. Which is fascinating because in the beginning part of this movie, there is a scene between David and Wayland where he talks this to Wayland saying, I am your son, but I will outlive you and I can live beyond what you can. And Wayland puts him in his place, but he says, but can you create? Now serve me tea, bitch.
Oh.
And he actually lets David choose his name because he looks at a statue of David and he chooses that name. And it's like, I find that brilliant because it shows he has aspirations to create. And the aliens to him are his children because I think he injects bits of his DNA into the black goo, into those eggs, which is like he is, because these things look very biomechanical. And the most bizarre part of this movie, other than David teaching Walter how to play a flute, which is real, he actually sees a growing xenomorph baby and he reaches his hands out above his head and the creature mimics him. And it's like, it's amazing. It truly is. It's like, and it's kind of glorious seeing that. Like, you actually are rooting for him to kill everyone here. And it's just like...
I guess I understand what you mean. I will say, am I the only one who just wishes that people, they wouldn't just repeat the plot of Alien 1? I know that's such an easy thing to do, but...
It technically wasn't. It's only like at the very end they do that, just briefly. And then it ends with one of the most funniest, but actually kind of epic endings. If you guys want to hear it, just say, show me the
Go ahead.
Another spoiler alert. Skip to 28 minutes, 50 seconds.
Okay, David replaced Walter by stabbing him and stealing his clothes and cutting off his own hand because Walter cut his hand as well, matching the bruises identically because as soon as he sees Walter there, he starts cutting his hair because somehow his hair grew. So he had plans to take over. He does. He arrives back on the ship. He pretends to be Walter and stuff, and then the main character named Daniels asks, hey, Walter, will you help me build my cabin with, because she immediately talked to Walter in the beginning of the movie about building a cabin on this new world they were going to, and Walter tilts his head at her looking confused and her eyes wide as she says David, and David shuts her back into sleep going, don't let the bedbugs bite. And then he plays a Wagner song of the gods walking into the gates of Valhalla as he literally coughs up embryos of the face huggers and puts them in an embryo storage unit to be frozen. And he's just looking at all these colonists in like kind of like sort of laundry racks of sleeping pods. And he's just smiling because he has 7 years to prepare or create while they're waiting to go to their new planet. And it's horrifying but beautiful. And that's what I like about Alien. That's what I like about Ridley Scott.
It sounds like they really wanted to try to tell a different story, because I have no idea what was planned originally before Alien Covenant, or if this was what they had planned all along. I mean, Prometheus had so much potential, but I felt very underwhelmed once we actually saw what the engineers looked like.
Yeah, plus they weren't even that giant.
Yeah, they were kind of
small. Like original Alien film, they were giants amongst men.
Yeah, because the space jockey in Alien 1 the thing was huge.
Hmm.
Also, I thought they were like elephant people, but apparently that's just their suit.
Yeah, I haven't actually. It's been a while since I've seen the original Aliens, but
I gotta see. I never saw the original Aliens.
You should.
Yeah,
It's anyone who loves practical effects and actual sets, it's a real treat.
So yeah, Alien
It's funny
Covenant.
because the xenomorph isn't quite as scary as a cat in the movie. I don't know why.
Well, the creepiest thing about the original Alien movie was it was a guy in a suit concealed in shadow, and he was a really tall motherfucker. So it was Balaji Badejo. He was a very, very talented suit actor, pantomime expert.
Yeah.
And you can tell there are behind-the-scenes footage, even where he's just wearing like this mini canoe thing over his head. He was still pretty scary because there's a guy in a full-body black suit back there with a mini canoe on his head. That's creepy enough as it is.
Yeah. And
the alien.
you know, I've always wondered, why did the xenomorph not kill the cat?
Wasn't hungry for that. Plus, the humans are bigger to eat, and
I suppose, but then
and a
but
lot
then
of
there
people
was the dog and
this
it.
movie is stupid. When I'm like, dude, you realize the original Alien was going to be a movie about gremlins on board a B-17 bomber?
What?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That was the original plan for the script. B-17
bomb. I'm sorry, I can't hear those words.
Correct code.
No, that game was Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad.
Oh my god. I would have lost my shit recording that. But, you know, this movie was pretty good. It's not a super thought-provoking thing unless you think about Android feelings. Hashtag Android Lives Matter.
Oh, we're going there.
I was like, uh-oh, political. It's like, you're out of control.
That's
Chris.
like if they made a new Hellboy and made it about him joining a group of Black Lives Matter.
That would be interesting, but no one wants to see that.
No, we do not.
Yeah, I'll probably see it later. It sounds cool.
Because I'm trying to remember what other movies come out, because I... Oh yeah, Despicable Me 3 comes out on my birthday.
That's just the world saying, fuck you.
That's just like the first birthday gift ever.
Happy birthday! Bye-bye, fuck you.
And then Pixar's film of the summer, Cars 3.
And then you get hit in the head with a banana.
Apparently, how do you guys feel about the Captain Underpants movie?
I am
Burn it
hesitantly
with
excited.
fire.
Hey, I read the books.
I actually really want to see it. My only complaint is that they had the two kid characters voiced by 30-year-old men.
Another 40.
Kevin Hart and the
Like,
other guy.
why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gravity Falls. This doesn't work here.
Yeah, it's really jarring. Because I've always imagined George and Harold to just be kids and not.
Like, imagine them sounding like Arnold and Harold.
Yeah. At least get like teenagers or something.
But just get Richard Horvitz to voice them both.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Transformers The Last Night. Do you think it'll actually be the last movie? Probably not.
No.
Don't remind me, because then I have to go see that fucking Transformers movie or that fucking Pirates movie. And I guess there's going to be a huge controversy about it because this movie's getting mauled. And then people are going to say, maybe this means that Marvel's to blame.
What?
I just know that's coming because sadly, DC fans, we've turned ourselves into a joke by saying
Why do
Marvel
DC?
is Marvel
Why do
Comics.
fans of DC Comics? Well, some of them blame Marvel for everything.
I am so glad I'm
Because
not a
they make
comic
more
fan.
money, and they're upset.
Mm.
But that's the truth.
Mm.
Like, some people actually do believe that Marvel is that way, even though I kind of think it's really Sony. Because Sony...
It's Sony who's
they got
got it.
half in the bag. Sony once actually been caught trying to fake critics.
That's true.
Yeah.
At least that's what my therapist, Mr. Plinkett, says.
Hello.
fucking jump. Like I tried, but the water spits me back out.
You know, I have a feeling the Emoji Movie's gonna lose to War of the Planet of the Apes.
I hope to
Dude,
God it does. because
everything's
that
gonna
director has a
lose
big
to that.
track record. Because
But then there's Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets.
Okay, that one actually I want to see.
That one actually looks really visually interesting.
Dude, it looks freaking dope.
Then there's the remake of It, which I don't know how I feel about.
that movie scares me.
Someone actually took that trailer and the clown out and replaced him with the Cat in the Hat from the live-action 2005 film.
Both equally scary.
Like one of the like I started laughing the moment like the first thing like they replaced the clown's laugh with like Cat in the Hat's laugh.
That's just as
get it.
scary.
And then there's the part where the clown rushes the camera, and it's just the Cat in the Hat going, "Oh yeah!"
I found it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's surprisingly really well edited.
Thank God.
It could
Oh,
be
yeah,
good.
there's Kingsman.
Oh yeah,
It's like
Kingsman.
when YMS edited Cool Cat into that horrible Rings trailer.
Hi everybody!
Oh, the It trailer. I think I've seen a bit of that. No, I haven't. I've seen the promo for it. I'm just like, nope. Just walking away.
You know, I have a feeling that King Arthur movie's not gonna do well.
Well,
don't
it's a
think
Guy
it did.
Ritchie film, and his is particular in taste. He's not a bad filmmaker. It's just that he can go off.
We're looking at other movies that have come out. What? They're still making Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies?
I
Mhm.
know, it's insane.
And people actually see those?
I watched the
You're
first one
never in.
just out of morbid curiosity, and it's not good, but I'd say it's competent. What it's trying to do compared to like some of those other movies based off of books and stuff like that.
Oh, and then we get The Mummy from Universal.
I'm actually really looking forward to that because
That could be interesting. The only reason I just laugh at the mention of it was when they released the first trailer and forgot to put the sound in it.
Oh yeah.
So it's just the voices.
it's like, you know, a lot of they're gonna make those scenes pretty funny, even
It is.
because we like to see Tom Cruise being a Scientology crazed couch jumping madman who's a badass in movies.
I've actually seen 2 Tom Cruise movies like a year or 2 ago that were actually pretty good. That being Edge of Tomorrow and what was that other one he did?
Oblivion?
I'm not an expert.
Oblivion, I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on Tom Cruise. But
You know-
nowadays, people just want to see him get the shit kicked out of him, and you're gonna see a lot of that in this movie. Because there was a clip shown at a premiere of this thing in Hollywood where they had like this giant version of the sarcophagi, which I really like, by the way. And then it just shows like him trying to square up against the mummy, and she just throws him like a rag doll.
Right.
I like the characters they got there. Like, I do love Jarrell playing Dr. Jekyll. And it's like, okay,
Actually
that
does
makes
sound
sense.
great.
He's like this curator who's probably immortal, who's said, "Hey, I have monsters in me, and I want to save the world." And then he's like got this weird little container room, which was shown in a promo. He's like, "Why do you have this room?" He's like, "Well, it's for monsters like me." He's like, "What the hell do you mean?" He's like, he turns into Mr. Hyde. He starts throwing Tom Cruise around the room.
Oh my god.
This is my inner fantasy. It's like Tom Cruise getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, this year is not a good year for animated movies. Like, the next animated movie after the Emoji Movie and Despicable Me 3 is The Nut Job 2.
Oh.
I'm kind of looking forward to that because they kind of learned their lesson. They're like, okay, this is what we fucked up with, and let's try to improve this so we can.
Also, they have that weird romance with the pug, who I thought was a dude, but it's actually a girl.
Hmm.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah, I don't know what Sony's doing. I mean, you would think with Ghostbusters and all that, they would actually try to not be awful. I don't know.
They don't know what to do. They don't know how they're really out of touch. So out of touch to the point that they're making an Emoji Movie.
I think they just want that quick cash grab.
It is.
It's just
like,
desperation.
And I remember they basically killed the Popeye project Gendy wanted to do for years. And it was just like, we like it, people seem to like it, but we're going to do Hotel Transylvania 3, even though there's no demand for it whatsoever.
No.
I liked Hotel Transylvania 1. Hotel Transylvania 2 was fine. 3 seems really unnecessary. The moment you go on a cruise ship, that's going to kill your franchise.
Yeah, you might as well just go into space at that point.
Because that killed Rugrats
and
the Wild Thornberrys at the same time.
Yeah, that crossover movie.
Good. Rip in peace, fat kids.
No.
I know, I'm on the negative prowl tonight.
Yeah, you really are, dude. Really bringing
Another
down.
My Little Pony movie.
My Little Pony movie it's good for kids. Go see it. It doesn't teach you any bad morals. Just whatever. Just love what you want to love.
It's gonna be funny if that one theater in Alabama boycotts the movie.
Oh. Bring the gay agenda. I don't know.
I was watching people talk about the Beauty and the Beast remake, which was wholly unnecessary. Like, I've never seen Doug Walker and Rob so mad at a remake before.
It just
It's like, because I remember they were like, "And where's my gay scene?"
Yeah, it's just like one mention. It's not even like really obvious.
Oh my gosh. Did any of you see the Beauty and the Beast remake? Dare I?
I have not.
No, I've just seen like reviews of it. It just looks really boring, and well, not boring. It just looks like the animated movie.
It's very. It really is.
Yeah, it's like Finding Dory.
Just go watch the original. It's a better movie.
I have a few times. I think I have once.
Or watch one of the bootlegs, or not bootlegs, the knockoff.
No, don't watch Beverly Field's Beauty and the Beast, please, no. Or Good Times, please. No.
Yes, Good Times.
Well, actually, no. Good Times is the best knockoff Beauty and the Beast. Well, the first Good Times one, not the second one.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the one where he had like the echoey voice? Or no,
the
wait.
first one was with the old man.
Oh yeah.
I respected. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. My girlfriend loves those movies for
Apparently
some
there's
reason.
another Cloverfield movie, I think.
Why?
I don't know. Then there's Thor Ragnarok, which looks fine.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. I love that they used a Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah, it's funny because out of all of them, this is the one that's actually connected to the Guardians of the Galaxy universe. It doesn't feel like any of the 9 realms at all.
Mm-mm.
It's so different in tone, and I love it.
Wait, what's this about?
You know who I'd love Thor to fight in the Colosseum, but I don't think they'll ever do?
Captain America?
Well, are any of you familiar with the character called Beta Ray Bill?
No.
Basically,
no. Sounds familiar though.
He's almost like a doppelganger to Thor. He's like a horse alien and has a very similar hammer.
Huh.
He's this weird looking thing. And he fought the Hulk and almost beat him, but Hulk ultimately just overpowered him.
I don't think Hulk or Superman would fight. because the Hulk can tell who's good and who's bad, especially if a blind woman helps, as in the Fantastic Four cartoon. By the way, that's one of my favorite episodes whenever the blind woman is in there. I think her name's Alicia?
Yeah. That was...
I loved her character. The Hulk trusted her, for goodness sake.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, no, Hulk, he's a bad man. It's like, wow, she actually understands him. It's like, good job, Betty. Where the fuck were you? This is like you hear the random ghetto people going, oh!
Yeah.
I don't know their names.
I don't know either. I just remember it's like from a fake rap rap off contest or whatever.
Oh, that.
I love there's a text-to-speech thing where someone says, here is the correct telephone address. Haha, this is the wrong telephone address. Oh. Love that stupid, obvious humor. They did something like that with Star Wars, of all things. They did this to where Sam Jackson, that's just all I call him, Sam motherfucking Jackson, goes to arrest Palpatine, and it's all text-to-speech, and it is 10 times better than the actual dialogue in the movie.
Yeah.
You will just laugh your butt off watching it, just like, oh my god. It's madness, and that's what's so great about it. And they even have this video, hold on, let me look it up. They have a video, it's pretty old, KFC versus McDonald's, but it's Obi-Wan versus Anakin. And it's even better. It's like a little kid speaking with, like a teen speaking with Xbox mics, but it's perfect for this.
Do any of you guys remember, there was this, when Star Wars, the Revenge of the Sith was coming out, Burger King had those toys for it, and they had these really weird commercials.
Oh yeah, they were like these little mini bobblehead things.
Yes, and the commercial I remember the most was, it's this one where this kid should get a ketchup pack open, and evil Anakin shows up, hang on, I'll take care of that, grabs his lightsaber, slices the thing open, and pours the ketchup on his fries. It's like, thanks, may the fries be with you, and he takes the bow.
Just such how humiliating was that.
The reason I remember this is one time when watching this commercial, something went wrong with the broadcast or the TV or both. So as that happened, like the music and the sound effects were coming out clearly, but the voices sounded all whispery. It's just like, oh, thanks, fries.
I remember.
It's weird.
I remember this weird as hell commercial during that time where they had just got brought out Diet Pepsi, had that weird packaging on it. And he says, you do not want that burger. And Yoda is in this diner. He's like, you do not want the burger. Burger, I do not want. Pepsi, you do not want. It's like, yeah, I do. Do not, I do. It becomes a tug-of-war match between
That sounds amazing.
Only this has the stench of Lucas all over it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, I just want to share everyone with a box of Pepsi.
I just want
Please
Yoda.
don't make a movie about how bad I am called The People versus George Lucas.
I need to see that movie at some point.
It is. It's pretty funny. They even bring up the South Park episode, by the way.
Oh, joy. You know, I think
like he's against colorization of certain movies, but he's not against fixing his movies.
Oh my god, guys! One commercial that kept getting me that I always thought was funny. Carl Hardy Sr. returns.
Oh god, that was during the Rick and Morty return.
Yes.
American
I love that.
No, Rick, they're in my room. They're causing a mess everywhere.
That was just both stupid and hilarious. That commercial.
That cheeseburger you do not want.
I do not want that cheeseburger.
Those fries give Yoda.
Here, have my fries.
Your drink desire you not.
The Diet Pepsi, I do want.
Want you not.
Do
not want.
This summer, grab a Diet Pepsi and see Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
What did you guys think of the Lego Batman movie?
Heard it was amazing.
Haven't seen it
I
yet.
remember, like, my sisters actually liked the movie until, like, they started making gay jokes.
Oh yeah, with Joker and
The
Batman.
Joker was like, I thought I was your greatest villain.
Well, the Joker actually is attracted to Batman in the comics. Like, he's openly admit that. Like, he is that obsessed with Batman. Batman's like, okay, this is awkward. He doesn't really know how to feel during this. It's like, then again, where he came out with this was during this now infamous comic called Death of the Family, where the Joker had his face cut off and he has it like strapped on back to his head with like a belt and shit. And he tells this to Batman, like he knows people on the other line are listening, and he calls out every single one of them, says, "You're all a bunch of motherfuckers." He's like talking so much mad shit, and yet he does end up almost killing every one of them. And they're like, I can take care of the Joker's like, The Joker is like this very evil character. I'm glad they made him funny, and I felt Zach Galifianakis did a great job as the Joker.
It's just like, the Joker has to be funny. He has to at least think he's funny. Because
sadly, Jared Leto didn't know what to do. It's because
he did not know what to do.
From what I remember,
a great Joker, and he might be a great Joker if given the right material. He looked great. I didn't have any complaints with how he looked or his mannerisms. It's just the things he said. He just didn't make a joke, didn't say anything funny, and I felt like that's really what killed it for me. But then again, some people say, well, that's a Joker that's defeated Batman. He's kind of whining out a little, so he's like, he's lost interest.
Like, take an example of one of my favorite Jokers, the Jack Nicholson Joker from the Tim Burton's Batman.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. Let's see. Of course, everyone's gonna go to.
I think the random lackeys in the second Tim Burton Batman movie seem more like Joker's minions than the ones in the first one.
Yeah.
These circus people are working for Penguin, not Joker.
Oh yeah, and it does pay homage to the Batman stuff right there, but I don't like the fact they call out Batman for being a loner when he does have a reason for being a loner. It's not
the whole
just because
point
the
of that
parents saying...
film was that Batman was Batman's character growth, learning it was okay to want to have a family again and to actually care about them.
Really? Because I always thought Batman was a loner because out of everyone in the DC universe, everyone wants to kill Batman more. Because
I do like...
who's the first Justice League member to learn of any evil plot? Batman.
Batman.
Yep.
Who's the first one on the scene before anyone else?
Batman.
Who is the guy that sells more toys?
Batman.
Who has the worst enemies ever and yet somehow managed to bring the world to their knees?
Batman.
No, Superman. Forget Superman. Jesus.
Oh,
I did
guess.
like the idea they had at the end with Lego Batman, where they brought a lot of childhood favorites out there because we all know that the Lego movies are jokes, kind of like they're everything Michael Bay wishes he could do with a movie.
Yeah.
Where it's a kid playing with toys. And that's what it is. And you could just picture, okay, is this the kid, Will Ferrell's kid, playing with all these?
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it.
And now I wonder, what's the Ninjago movie going to be? Because I really want to see that movie.
Also, why do these movies look like so? They're so pretty to look at. Why?
Well, because
They're
they
Legos.
remind you of stop motion.
They really do.
They manufacture that look so well, you can't tell the difference. It's a good version of the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, it's weird because like it's an interesting comparison because previous Lego animations have them move like normal cartoon characters, which looks weird. But when they move like Legos, it's fine.
Because that's how you're used to seeing Legos move, I guess. So in your head, it's like, why, why are they moving so fluidly? So weird.
There's just a certain way you can do it. Like, one of my favorite scenes in the original Lego movie was with the good cop, bad cop, and how he was just knocking everything over.
Mm-hmm.
It's how a kid would be. Currently, a kid in 2016 would be like, freeze! Wait, I'm freezing! He rushed me. He rushed my gun. He rushed it.
You know, in my opinion, the highlight for me, this is just to bring it back to season 5 of Samurai Jack for a moment. A highlight for me was episode 8, not because of what happened in the episode, but the effect it had on the fan base.
Yeah.
The moment that song played,
Oh my god.
many people were angry.
Dude, for me, I was freaking out.
I was
I
shocked.
was just like, me personally, I was just like, yeah, Jack.
Okay. We're going that way, that route. I don't know. I thought it was all right. I don't get why
Well,
people
we're
just
talking
flipped
about
out.
where Jack finally kisses Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Some people cheered, Tumblr cried. You know.
Oh
that
yes,
sort of
I
thing.
remember my friend actually posted a video of a supercut of people reacting to it with awkward
Yes.
lips and that.
With Aku in the back laughing maniacally.
Plus, why is it that Jack is always attracted to things that are part Aku?
Oh no.
Oh god.
No. Don't go there,
No.
Trench.
Yes.
He likes the bad
Ikra. And
Yeah.
I consider
Ikra
that
was
the
the
funniest
worst.
Episode.
Oh.
That episode was so
the biggest-
weird. Like, they actually had a male belly dancer.
I forgot.
No one
about-
remembers that. Go watch that episode. There was a male belly dancer there.
Yeah, I remembered that.
That's such a weird detail to remember. And then there was that part where Ikra is revealed to be Aku, and then like Aku just was like, oh, and he just starts doing the Ikra voice, but it's still Aku.
It's like, I keep thinking, did they fuck? It's like, I keep
Oh,
wondering
no!
if that happened. But I doubt it, because Jack's too much of a Boy Scout. He'd be like, well, I do not wish to
Well,
protect
yeah, I remember what happened when
speech.
Yeah, remember what happened when Ashley's leaf clothes got eaten off by that monster?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
such a
Jack
kid.
was
He's such a
freaking
I love his voice cracked when he was like, Ashley, you're naked.
And it's like, that'd be hilarious if he says, what's sex?
Oh!
It's like,
gotta
wait, you
stop
don't know what that is?
talking
Like,
about it.
no, everyone was too focused training me to tell me what that is. Every time I brought it up, they kept saying, oh, don't worry, we'll talk about this later.
He's got to go call his best friend Johnny Bravo about it.
Uh-oh. Don't remind me. I love that.
Makes no sense.
It's like, I didn't want to like it, but then I started revisiting it. Then I became addicted.
I forgot about that honestly pretty funny TV spot of them at the laundromat.
That's what started it.
Mhm.
And I actually tweeted Phil of Maher about this, and he's like, got any pics? And the Tumblr wanted to kill me. I became a viral sensation on there. I was laughing my ass
I think
off.
the funniest thing about that was Johnny doesn't say a word, and neither does Jack.
It's just the awkward stare.
And then turns out Blossom put her skirt in there, so his robe was pink now.
And one of my favorite comments on that video is like, most homoerotic moment of my childhood. It was. For everyone.
It was.
Every time that one came on, it was the equivalent of that sci-fi promo where the man blew his lips into a dog's butt and the dog became a balloon animal.
Oh
What?
god.
Yeah, don't forget that.
What?
This is a real sci-fi promo. This was like in the early 2000s where when they had really good shows like Eureka and shit. They had a promo where a guy places his lips on a dog's behind and then he blows into it.
Just blows the dog up like a balloon.
Yes, and then the balloon dog kicks him. And the dog literally turns into a balloon.
Oh god, I remember this. Right as you just finished your explanation, I remember. Oh my gosh. Horrifying.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a CG.
I'm actually writing a fan fiction that I think is going to split the My Hero Academy fandom right in the middle.
Oh god, what is it?
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm laughing just thinking about potential salt it could create. Basically, it's a shipping that no one, I am convinced no one else has ever shipped.
Uraraka and Ida?
No.
Mm,
That wouldn't be too bad, but Uraraka's Midoriya's.
no.
No, it's it's Sue and Mineta.
Yeah, I can see where people would get.
So Frog and a grape.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Boycott Spyro. Boycott Spyro. Sure, he looks like an innocent dragon, but he breathes fire. He's napalm on 4 scaly legs. And he headbutts. Just look what he did to me. What?
Barbecue.
Ow! Would you cut it out, Slim?
Oh right.
Oh.
One thing I actually need to mention, going a bit off topic, is this. The recent Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy trailer got dropped, and this guy made a video, Crystal Fissure, and long story short, he mentioned about this group called Figurines Forever, who basically make figurines. They did a trailer showcasing the new figurines they're gonna do, and at the end, saying coming soon, it shows the Activision logo, and then the crate sound for when you get the mask in Crash Bandicoot, as well as the Life Gem jingle from Spyro.
Huh.
And they even confirmed that they are making the classic Spyro and classic Crash figurines for both of those series, and people are taking to it that maybe there's hint that there's going to be a Spyro remake, the original trilogy for PS4.
That would be a cool thing, actually.
Yeah,
There are really mechanics, at least in the first game, that haven't aged all that well. That would actually be nice to update.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were certain, you know how there were certain gems that you had to blow fire at, and they would jump up, and then you had to grab them.
Yeah.
There were just certain little things, and also I guarantee you they tweak the camera and the controls.
Yep. You know, if anything, I already pre-ordered the Crash trilogy. If they make a Spyro, I am pre-ordering the crap out of it.
Yeah.
One thing I think they should make. Do you remember the old Spyro commercials for the first game?
Yes, I think I do.
What was the sheep protesting Spyro?
Yeah, I remember that.
Boycott Spyro. He goes around burning everything. Just look what he did to me. They just see me. They just think lamb chop. What? One of them just pokes him with a fork. Ah! Which you cut out, Slim?
Look what you did to me.
It's funny because I swear the original version of the commercial, he's just like, "Ow! What did you do that for?" But I guess
You deserved it. Okay.
Or
what was that for? For being an idiot. Okay.
one of the weirdest moments in the original Spyro is that there's an NPC who asks you to help them, but it's clearly Tom Kenny doing a SpongeBob voice.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he was gonna say this. Come on, Spyro, rip it out, babe.
Oh
Out
god.
of characters in Samurai Jack Season 5, Scaramouche has to be my favorite.
Yeah.
Scaramouche.
He didn't really have to come back as a head because he just showed up just to get his head blown off.
What about the Mongo?
Waste.
That was unfortunate, but I thought, oh, he's gonna be in the final battle, but no, he's not.
But I do appreciate their saying, "Ha! You think it's going one way in your dreams."
There's like, sorry, boss, boom, dead.
That's what happens when you fuck with the Master of Masters. Just saying.
Although we did get Aku trying to dance and scat.
No.
It's like I was bursting with laughter in the theater. Then the final act sucked.
Yeah.
And the cycle of pain began.
It's funny because I think that Season 5 of Samurai Jack really proved that it's better to just do your own thing than just put memes in your cartoons, because that season alone, it was only 10 episodes, each episode, I swear, started a new meme or had something in it that just everyone remembered.
Yeah, they had it designed a certain way where someone's like, okay, if you want to capture a meme, do it. Would you capture it or just let it slip?
Like Samurai Jack chewing the food.
Like, you bastard, you know we were gonna do this.
Because
we trusted
it reminds me of that episode of Powerpuff Girls where Professor Utonium's like slowly chewing that last piece of food.
Eat your pee, Professor.
He's just uncomfortably chewing it.
I don't understand. What was that neighbor's problem?
He was a villain fan.
Super villain. That was really it.
Or he was just a douche.
From what I can tell, he was. From what I remember of that episode, is that he had a hatred for the Powerpuff Girls because his life was so mundane. I don't know. And then
I think that was it.
And then ultimately that dinner going wrong made the whole family go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially.
Oh, and that brace-faced Bart Simpson wannabe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hate them.
And I hate everything. Played by that late voice actress. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. But
Christine Kavanagh.
Yeah. Was that? Is she dead? Like.
Yeah, she passed away like a year or two ago. She had. It's funny because she stopped doing work around 2003, 2004 to, I assume, spend time with their family.
It's too bad.
It's never really clear why, but in my opinion, she was the best Dexter voice.
Mm-hmm.
Candy Milo's is not bad at all. It's just Christine Kavanagh just really gave that character life. Also, she was Babe in that one movie nobody's seen.
Really?
Yeah, she was the pig.
Oh yeah, I remember that voice. Like I think Dexter, until I had my back turned. Son of bitches.
That movie, I know, made a lot of kids cry.
What, Powerpuff Girls?
Oh no, the movie Babe. I don't know if anyone cried at Powerpuff Girls.
They only cried because they had really nice use of violin music.
You may not be wrong. A sheep died on screen.
For real?
Well, like not a real sheep, but like a main character, like got killed by some wild dogs.
Oh yeah.
The sheep was covered in blood. Well, enough blood that was allowed in a PG movie or G-rated.
I don't know. There are better deaths than that. Like obviously, the Land Before Time death is one of the most in cartoon history.
And then on that one just gets cruel where Littlefoot thinks he found his mother, just his shadow.
Oh, I remember that.
Littlefoot is traumatized.
Fuck. It was awful.
And then American Tail is on a whole nother level.
He finds his parents in the end. They're not dead.
Yeah.
His mom's dead. Littlefoot's mom is dead. 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 Look at it. Look at her. Look at it. She's dead. It's dead. These people are dead, Burke.
It's funny because there was a scene, you know that scene where he talks to the old dinosaur shortly after his mother had died?
Yeah.
Apparently that was added to try to calm the kids, but that just made things worse.
It's like, stranger danger.
No, what it made things worse was when he told him why. He was like, she shouldn't know, it's all her fault, all whose fault? He tells its mother, he's like, oh. So he was like the audience right there.
Like, he turns to the audience with a wink. Like, you're not helping.
Also, that movie is an example of score that just hearing it could potentially make you cry.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, James.
Okay, maybe not to that degree, but
it's all debatable. But hey, it's better than Kubo.
Oh no, you did not, man.
Like, Trent, stop.
Nobody went to go see Kubo.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be a great movie.
McConaughey tried to play an Asian person.
Did you notice in the trailers for Kubo he didn't have his eye patch?
Oh yeah, that's right.
His hair covered his face.
Yeah, just his little emo bangs.
I always found that weird. It's like, it's a shame. The movie was actually really good and well made. I still need to see their previous.
Oh, it was.
I still need to see their previous films, like Coraline.
Coraline was good.
That was like one of their biggest.
Yeah.
Which is sad because all the other Leica films, they all bomb at the box office because Michael Bay makes a Transformers movie to open up right next to it.
Which is a real shame because Paranorman was amazing.
It was. I consider it to be one of the best next to Box Trolls.
I love that film.
I wish I could say the same for Coraline, but there's one factor that keeps me from truly saying Coraline was the best. This fucking kid named Wybie, because everyone in middle school thought that was me. Until they found out he was black.
Is it the kid who saves Coraline at the end, from what I've heard?
Just because I almost had the exact same type of clothes as he did and had the exact type of curly hair he did, doesn't mean I was him. I kept screaming, "That's not me!"
It could have been Whitey from 8 Crazy Nights.
No.
If you say that again, I'm going to teleport to your house and make you watch Moesha.
Oh my gosh, that hurt my voice.
What's wrong,
I'll
Trench?
make you watch that dancing sequence from the Return of the Jedi CG edition. It's like, watch it, damn you! Clockwork Orange time. Turn it off. It's a sin. George Lucas next to me. Actually, no. If you notice, it's actually improving the film.
Despite that, adding that scene, he forgot to put the feather on top of Sly Snoodle's head.
Why do people care about a feather?
It just, they went through well, I'm mentioning it because they went through the effort to completely redo that scene, and they forget a detail that is shown in, scenes just before it.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just consistency is a thing.
Right.
Finally, George Lucas, he waited all those years to put a rock in front of R2-D2.
But hey, it was just to help the pacing of the film. I mean, it was my original vision. So your original vision had a lot of rocks and things blocking the camera.
It's a new innovation in the packaging.
It's an innovation, yes. So please, everyone on the internet, stop making fun of me.
I feel secure with the spinach.
I just...
I believe you've seen that other video. It was a teaser for their Plinkett review of The Force Awakens, one of the teasers they made. And it was just George Lucas unboxing salad.
The salad could be good, but it needs additional rocks and dewback lizards on it.
Or you just it's they have a ranch that comes with it, but I always carry Hidden Valley Ranch with me in case I need it. He just grabs a bottle of ranch out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's Lucas for you.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind talking to George Lucas and wondering so what made you make these decisions? It's just...
I just viewed Star Wars as just this silly movie that I made in the 70s. I didn't know it would actually create this huge franchise, and it's still amazing. People think it's dark and gritty when really it's just a parody of Flash Gordon when I couldn't get the rights. It's like Star Wars would be like...
I actually remember watching a documentary on the making of the first 3 films, and one thing I remember him saying close to the end of it was just it's sort of an irony. I made these movies to fight the corporate machine's complacency and not trying anything new, and I ultimately became what I was fighting.
I
you just hear the Warner Brothers go.
But yeah, he was basically talking about how he recognized that a franchise he had started from humble beginnings became this huge thing almost overnight, and just blew up into an enterprise, not just with the movies but merchandise as well. He gave royalties to Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Mark Hamill for Star Wars. That's about 2% of anything that was earned from that. And 2% doesn't sound too big, at least not at the time.
Oh no, because that 2% equals $1 billion from each.
Yeah, just they wouldn't have to work another day in their lives if they wanted to.
But sadly, Harrison Ford had to go and do Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
I like Blade Runner, but Harrison
I
don't know why people like his character. Everyone else is better than he is in the movie.
He's just a character that guides you through the film. It's not a matter of whether or not you like him as a person.
Oh no, it's just that his acting is so flat in that movie.
And the death of the villain was kind of bittersweet.
That villain, he's actually the unsung hero because all he wants to do is live. And he gives one of the greatest improv speeches ever made. That speech wasn't even in the original script. He actually, Rutger Hauer had to go up to Ridley Scott and say, hey, I wrote something new for this character's death. And he's like, I don't want to hear that. So then he took him back to his trailer, and he presented it to him, and he's like, Ridley was almost like in tears.
Wow.
And like, Rutger Hauer, he, just look up that scene called Tears in the Rain. And it's actually very deep, and it's one of the core values of the movie.
Yeah, that was really, really awesome. Though I think
people are complaining about the new guy doing it.
Gosling something.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan, yeah.
He has more emotions than Harrison Ford did in the movie.
You know, one of my favorite scenes in the movie with Harrison Ford. It's he goes to talk to one of these suspected androids. I guess she's like a performer of some kind, and he just starts doing this like really flamboyant voice.
Like, dude, you're so obviously hiding something.
Just like, what is this voice? I mean, it's not quite as funny as the disguise in Big Trouble in Little China that Kurt Russell has.
Kurt Russell would have been a better Deckard.
Where he just... Oh yeah, I forgot the character's name is Deckard.
And the villain doesn't even know his name.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's sad. But, you know, it is a good movie. It's a great science fiction movie, and even Philip K. Dick loved what was being made. He didn't live to see the movie, but he saw everything behind the scenes, and he's like, my God, this came like right out of my head.
People wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die.
I remember a lot of people like tell me don't watch the David Lynch Dune movie. Like, I don't know why people are telling me to not watch it.
I think I know why. It's not really...
it has Sting being groped by a fat man.
Yeah, well, that and it doesn't really like present the Frank Herbert's original like ideas very well.
I guess so. I guess it's just because like my alternative is the 1999 miniseries where the effects look like absolute garbage.
Yeah, it's Asylum level stuff right there, man.
Like, and then compare it to the 1982 Lynch film where they have these really elaborate sets and like my favorite effect from what I've seen of the 1982 film is the sandworm, like the legendary.
Has ever been the Saturn?
Ever been the Saturn sandworm? Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
You know what my favorite scene in that movie now, more so than before, was? It's this family movie that gets away with a really hilarious F-bomb.
Nice fucking model!
Yeah, that.
Well, it depends. If you're Michael Keaton, you can get away with it.
That's true. And remember, that was when PG meant something.
Yeah, back when a PG movie actually had a man rip his own face off in the mirror. # original poster, guys. But most people just know that joke from Family Guy. Nah, propane.
Nah. You think that's bad?
I love propane.
King of the Hill was so much better.
It is. It's an insanely depressing comedy.
One of my favorite moments is I can't remember his name, but he's I think at the DMV and they're trying to take something from me. He just throws sand at pocket sand.
Yeah, that's Dale. Damn
And he
it,
just
Dale.
runs out the door.
Yeah, it worked for King of the Hill. It doesn't work for Family Guy. Is that it's structured in a way that it feels real, even when it's just all this insane nonsense going on. 'Cause
Yeah.
when Family Guy does it, I don't know, just
Family Guy, the problem with Family Guy is that it's just shock humor. They do it for the sake of doing it. With King of
Yeah.
the Hill, it's what if we had these situations and how would our characters react in these situations? The problem with the Family Guy characters is that they don't have character. Not anymore, anyway. I mean, McFarlane has admitted himself that he doesn't want to continue the show and has been trying to make it so bad that they would just kill it.
but they're not.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
Yeah.
the movie Sandy Wexler has a cameo from the creator of King of the Hill.
Huh, cool.
And it's one of the most hilarious ones ever. It's in the credits where they said, okay, Sandy wanted to sign up Beavis and Butthead, but he didn't know they were cartoon characters, so we call him up as Beavis and Butthead just to prank him. And then it just has like this, and like Sandy's going, all right, come on, guys. And then Butthead's like, you want to come on, guys. He's like, all right, you sons of bitches. You're just sitting there laughing. It's like, I wish the whole movie was this funny, but the
Oh,
funniest part. And then it just cuts to Adam Sandler and that voice actor just going at it right there, just like, oh
Wonderful.
my god.
You know what movie I consider a guilty pleasure, and I know like I'm in a huge minority here. I kind of like watching the movie Master of Disguise.
Oh,
I agree.
Yeah.
It was funny
It's
when you were a
mostly
kid.
because I admit it. I do admit I had grown up with it to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
There
To
are
quote
scenes,
Ralph the Movie
there are
Maker,
some scenes that are
you like a lot
genuinely
of bad
funny,
stuff when you were a kid.
but it's eclipsed by just so many weird decisions.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's a movie that didn't know what it wanted to be.
It
Exactly.
did not know what it wanted to be like at all. Like one of my favorite scenes in the movie is where he like disguises himself as this weird hairy guy.
Oh
He's
yeah.
supposed to be a parody of Scarface.
I think so. And then he just goes off and now he's a sailor. The whole point was to showcase Dana Carvey, was it?
Dana Carvey has an amazing. The whole movie is look
Yeah,
at
Dana
Dana
Carvey's
Carvey.
Impatience. That's pretty much what the movie was.
It was Dana Carvey's demo reel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Where it was like, wow, this movie sucks, but you're acting pretty good.
Pretty much.
And his agent is Mr. Plinkett. Like, I want you to be in this movie.
Time Cop.
No, Space Cop.
Oh yeah, Space Cop. Sorry.
Pussies.
Yeah.
The #1 movie in Uganda. I certainly think B-14 is way better.
Oh,
You need to see this movie. It's directed by a guy named Ninja, and it's awesome.
B-14. B-14.
Yes, it's a Ugandan film, I think, but still, it's made in Africa, and it's so insane. It's amazing.
All right.
Just watch the trailer for it. It's
I will. Hang on a moment.
The entire movie's on YouTube apparently.
shit watching it. It's like I need to watch this.
So, guys, got anything else?
No, everything else is darkness.
Indeed. Actually, Mark, didn't you link that video about the whole second gaming crash thing? What's
Yeah,
that
I did.
about?
I don't know, just something that the guy I saw the video of was talking about.
You guys want to talk about that? Apparently there was I don't know, people are just tired of how gaming is nowadays. You
I'm
know.
sick of people making hundreds of dollars on YouTube just showing their face playing a video game that's years old
Yeah.
and making more subscribers than actual content creators.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
like it's the most pandering subject ever. There are 7-year-olds that do this
They have 10 times the subscribers I have. And I
How do you think I feel? I joined a YouTube group collaboration group a few days ago. Even got access to their Discord, and I got a few to, subscribe to me when I showed them my YouTube yesterday.
I don't know.
It's a small thing, but
dude, it's
we
just
deserve
weird.
recognition, damn you.
I forgot to mention, Austin, are there any cosplays you want me to look out for at Comic-Con this year?
There's gonna be a Scaramouche one there. I bet you there will be. Just have a picture of you that says "Whip it out, babe."
Whip it out.
Yeah, whip it out, babe.
Yeah,
God.
I want to see some cosplays.
Oh man, I should just go to Tumblr and be like, hey, anyone who has a Scaramouche Tumblr, just like let me voice it, and I will make all your dreams come true. Hashtag like I don't know, Napoleon Dynamite reference. Pedro makes your dreams come
It is
true.
a sledgehammer.
It is a sledgehammer. His dreams will make you come true. God.
Lucky. At least just a little flag. That's a movie that surprisingly aged well.
It has, because you don't know what year it takes place in.
Mm-mm.
It's at the 80s, the 90s, current year.
Yeah, we have no clue, because they're using Betamax tapes.
Yeah, it's just some weird rural area, and that's what lets it.
They don't
look
have
so
any
well.
cell phones, from what I remember.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
It's just some area. It could take place in any time. I mean, I think it's the 80s because of the music.
I guess, but then Uncle Rico said, didn't he said
Actually,
that?
no, I think it's just some weird rural town in the early 2000s because they play that one Backstreet Boys song.
Yeah, that too, and also Uncle Rico. He said something about Napoleon's aunt or grandma saying that he lives like in the 80s or something. Like.
Yeah, that was it.
So that's.
So yeah, it takes place. So I guess it does take place in that year, but it does not feel like it. It just has the timeless feel to it, to the point where I think it's because they don't flat out mention what year it takes place or anything that was going on currently. Like, there's no Shrek mania in that movie, for example. Because remember, 2004 was the year of Shrek Green.
Yeah. Hey Napoleon, you want to see Shrek?
Yeah, that horrible sauce.
Ugh. The green. Do you remember the Burger King commercial for the green ketchup, and the lady was opening the ketchup pack and she was just terrified?
It was like, oh god, it's the stuff.
Not quite as weird as the purple ketchup from
Shrek 2, Commence the Splooge.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
I had to say it.
Am I the only one who laughed when the Scotsman told Jack to say, "Okay, take your pick. Which one of my daughters do you want to marry?"
Oh man, that was just that was just hilarious. And then Jack was like, "So many."
It's like, your poor wife.
Oh, don't worry. I think they enjoyed it.
I bet she shot him out like a cannon.
It was like, here they come. It was like, I am being able to catch him.
And then like it has, and he's in.
Oh my gosh.
You think she gave birth on a baseball stadium? Or it was like a golf course because they're Scottish?
Oh.
It's okay, I'm part Scottish, I can say these things. So if I trigger my fellow Scotsmen, I say, well, do something about it, you freaking basketball blind ninny hammers!
And then there was that scene when when the Scotsman actually sees Ashi, and like,
it's not your type.
Yeah, you just see like she's not, and you see Jack getting dragged off by the blob. Your type.
It's like, well, I did almost fuck her dad. What? What? Nothing. I'm not gonna let that go because I feel bad for the writer who came up with that idea because he thought the internet would be actually mature with that.
Yeah.
Like, joke's on you, bitch.
No. Oh. And we lost Mega Drive. Alright, well, you guys, oh, okay. Well, he's gonna.
So he's gotta go do homework.
Yeah, nerd. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, nerd. I hope you get a pie in your face like the Qantas guy.
So, yeah, you guys want to end it off here? It was pretty fun.
Yes, I must entrench the biggest man-child on the internet.
And, I'm DZ Dog, and, remember Sarah Mooch. Let's have a little, moment of silence.
There, we had a moment of silence. Rip in peace.
Yeah.
You penis-insulting robot trash can.
I'm Dragonking Mark, and well, I'm Dragonking Mark. I'm just recently doing a.
What a story, Dragon King, huh?
It never gets old. So dumb.
Everyone probably wants to kill me at this rate. Then all of a sudden you just hear, "Get him!"
Yeah, and I'm leading them with a knife. It's like, get him! Then it's just like the next thing you just like see Austin just like running, and you see a mob chasing him.
And but I'm running with tears of joy, going, "I did it! I did it!" An angry mob with Ralph Seppi leading it, saying, "Rip that motherfucker!"
All right. Well.
Yeah, you will. Peace in between the crusts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check
Goodbye.
out my Shantae Let's Play if you guys ever check my channel.
All right. See you guys later.
Later.
Bye-bye.